Welcome to Digital Signal Processing Lab. We are going to design IAR Butterworth filter. Now this is the editor window. We are entering the sampling frequency Fs. Then we are entering the passband cutoff frequency Fp and the stopband cutoff frequency Fs. So 0 to Fp in the response will be the passband. Fp to Fs will be the transition band. Fs onwards will be the stop band. And since we are designing a practical Butterworth filter, there won't be a single cutoff frequency. Instead, there will be two cutoff frequencies. One is the passband cutoff frequency, that is Fp, and the other one is the stop band cutoff frequency, that is Fs. Then we need to enter the passband ripple, Rp, and the stop band ripple, Rs. Then we need to digitize the frequencies by using the formula ohm into T. So that ohm can be written as 2 pi Fp. So omega p can be written as 2 pi Fp into T, wherein T equals to 1 by Fs. So omega p is equal to 2 into pi into Fp by Fs. In the similar manner, we can calculate omega s, which is equal to 2 into Fs into pi divided by Fs. Now the frequencies are expressed in terms of radians per second. After digitizing the frequencies, we need to pre-work the frequencies since we are applying bilinear transformation. So we can write omega p equals to 2 into tan omega p by 2. Omega s can also be written as 2 into tan omega s by 2. After the pre-warping of frequency is been done, we need to calculate the order of the Butterworth filter by using the inbuilt function but odd. We can calculate n and omega n by using but odd function. After that, we can use the function butter in order to compute the numerator and denominator coefficients. N and omega n are the order and the center frequencies respectively. And we need to mention low as we are designing a low pass filter. So whatever filter we have designed, that is in analog domain. So that's why we are writing S. So we are finding out H of S. Once we found out H of S, we need to convert this H of S into H of Z by using bilinear transformation. Then we need to find out high pass transfer function, band pass transfer function, and band stop transfer function by using appropriate notations and commands. After that, we can run the button. We can click on run and advance, and we can see the transfer functions and the frequency response of low pass, high pass, band pass, and band stop filter respectively. We are using a function called FricZ in order to plot the frequency response, wherein we can see the magnitude response as well as the phase response of digital IAR Butterworth filter. We need to go for the run button now, and we can check each and every Butterworth filter, that is low pass Butterworth, high pass Butterworth, band pass Butterworth, and band stop Butterworth. For high pass, we need to type high. For low pass, we need to type low, and so on. And then we need to run and advance. So we need to click on run and advance button in order to check the response of the desired filter. So we need to enter the sampling frequency in the command window. Let it be 8000. Let the passband frequency be 1000. Let the stop band frequency be 1500. Then we are entering the passband ripple. Let it be 2 dB. Let the stop band ripple be 20 dB. Then we are getting B and A, and we are observing the low pass filter response. So we can see 1000 to 1500 is the transition band. So till 1000 is the pass band. After 1000 is the stop band, and we can observe the transition band in between 1000 to 1500, and we can see the phase response in the second graph. And here the phase response is not linear. That's the drawback of IAR filter. Then we can go for the other filter designs. So now we can design a high pass filter. So instead of low, we can type high. The remaining code will be the same. So we need to type high here, and then we can go for the run and advance button, and we can check the high pass filter response. In case of high pass filter, the pass band and stop band frequencies are to be changed. First comes the stop band, then comes the pass band. That thing we should keep in our mind. So FS comes first, FP comes then. We can click on run button, and then we have to enter the sampling frequency. Let the sampling frequency be 8000. Then we need to enter the pass band frequency. Let it be 1500. Then the stop band frequency is 1000. Since we are designing a high pass filter, pass band will be always greater than stop band. So we are getting order, cutoff frequency, B, A, everything. Now we can observe the response. So you can see here till 1000 is the stop band. 1000 to 1500 is the transition band. After 1500, we can see the pass band. So the response of low pass is low pass, and high pass are just reverse. In case of low pass, first comes the pass band, then comes the stop band. Here in high pass, first stop band can be observed, later we can observe the pass band frequency. And since it's an IAR filter, the phase response is not linear in case of IAR filter. Now we can design the remaining two filters, that is the band pass filter and the band stop filter. So the filter which we are designing are digital filters, and we have used bilinear transformation in order to convert the analog response into digital. So this is the high pass filter response. These are the coefficients B and A. Now we can go for band pass filter. Now in case of band pass filter, we have to enter two pass band cutoff frequencies and two stop band cutoff frequencies. And we need not have to type high. It will remain as it is. But in case of entering only one frequency for pass band and only one frequency for stop band, we need to enter two pass band and two stop band frequencies. After that, we need to click on run button. Now we need to enter the sampling frequency. Let the sampling frequency be 8000. Now the pass band frequencies, because there are two transition bands in case of band pass filter. So there will be two pass band frequencies in case of band pass filter. So let it be 1000 and 1700. Then we need to enter the stop band frequencies. Let it be 800 and 1900. Then we need to enter the pass band ripple. Let it be 2. Stop band ripple. Let it be 20. Now we can see the coefficients, and we can analyze the response. We can see here 1000 to 1500 is the pass band of the desired band pass filter. And below that is the stop band, and after 1500 is also stop band. So here we can see two transition bands in case of a practical band pass filter. And below mentioned is the phase response. As it is an IAR filter, we can't observe linearity in the phase response. So in case of band pass filter, there will be two transition bands, one pass band and two stop bands. This is the digital band pass Butterworth filter. After designing the band pass filter, we are going to design the band stop filter. The code will remain the same. Slight modification is required in order to observe the band stop filter response. Yes. Now, instead of high or low, we need to type stop, as we are going to design a band stop filter. So again, the code will remain the same. There will be two pass band cutoff frequencies, there will be two stop band cutoff frequencies, but we are designing stop band or band stop filter. So we need to write stop within single quote. So here there will be 2 transition bands and 1 stop band and 2 pass bands. After that, we need to click on run button. We need to enter the sampling frequency. Let it be 8000. Let the pass band frequency be 800 and 1900. So this is the pass band. 800 to 1900 is the pass band. Then we are going to enter the stop band frequencies. So let it be 1000 and 1700. So that is our stop band. So there will be 1 stop band and 2 pass bands here. We have generated B and A. Now we are going to check the band stop filter response. So we can see 1 stop band here, that is 1000 to 1500, and 800 to 1000 is the transition band, 1500 to 1700 or 1900 is the transition band, and afterwards we can observe the stop band. So this is the response of a band stop filter, and since it's an IAR filter, the phase response is not linear.